Hello everyone, welcome back. So in the last video we have talked about a few academic profiles. So we are starting about academic profiles with why it is required. Okay, and we have discussed all these points that why having an academic profiles are necessary, right? It helps us also in academic. We haven't touched these last point because we'll be elaborating on this today in this video. Also helps us in academic branding, right? So as an academic, it helps us in building that brand across the globe. If you're belonging to some institution, it also gives the institution the credit of that. So the institution also gets visibility when your research gets published across or gets recognized across the globe. Then comes the long term academic legacy. So it creates, as we have indicated and discussed, it creates a long term record of yours in which particular year you have published which research paper, how many numbers of citations are there, what was the research impact. So it actually creates and not only an entire record but also the credibility, the visibility, and the discoverability which we are talking about. Today, we are going to see what all these accounts are, and if you are having them, great. If not, these are the accounts which you can make so that if someone asks them or someone want to know about you, they can just go directly on these accounts and check your profile. All right, so let's have a look at some of the accounts which we should have. First of all, the ResearchGate comes in. So, ResearchGate is first of all a networking focused platform, and it is an academic social networking uh, platform wherein the world's largest professional network for the researchers exist. I'm going to share the link of all the accounts which are required with you in the description. Then, about researchers, it's the best part that you can directly connect to the researchers if they are connected to you. So you can just communicate with them, and it also enables the question and answer options there. So you can either request for the papers if the paper is not open accessibly available, or if the paper is not available to you. You can request the papers from directly from the authors, and you can also do the scholarly discussions on this platform. So the best part of this platform is that you can connect with the people working in your own field, and then you can just discuss the problems, the issues if you are facing some. And as indicated, you can also request them personally if you need some help from them. It also creates a full text article repository. So, if sometimes you want to share your article, you may also share your article here. But if you have, of course, published in open access, this is also one of the field wherein you can share your article so that your article gains maximum visibility. As I've already indicated, as we have discussed, the research interest matching also is the main feature of this platform, that you can just collaborate with the relevant research and the researchers. It also opens the door for funding opportunities, recommendations on your research areas in future. So it's important that we may create the research account on ResearchGate. So you will simply be logging in and then creating it. So you have to connect it with your Google accounts, and then you can start creating from here. If you face some issues, please do let me know while creating the account, and it will verify your email ID first. It sometimes takes some days also, so be patient. And once your email ID is recognized or verified, then your account will be created. Then comes the ORCID account. It is very, very important to have an ORCID ID. It is a free, unique identifier for the individuals at the global level, and we are supposed to have this identity, so that we can integrate and network at the global level, not only at the country or at the institution level. So, excuse me. So, first is it gives you the identity across the career changes. So, let's say, so it acts as a repository of yours, where you're working, what you have done so far, what all publications you have, um, where and what all reviews you have done. So, any kind of research contribution will be acknowledged and automatically updated. Please note, it will be automatically updated once you have done it. Okay, so we have to have this ORCID ID as well, because sometimes somewhere it is asked that, okay, do share your ORCID ID. So then in that case, if someone asks for that, you have to share that. So, as indicated, it gives you again an universal integrated opportunity with, and it is connected to Scopus and Web of Science database. So, if you publish anything, and if Scopus and Web of Science updates that, automatically it also gets updated. So, it's all about the ORCID ID. So let's have this ID as well. It manages collaborations, everything like what we have done. It has the record. So let's have this identity as well. Then comes an open access free of cost platform. Of course, all are free of cost. No platform which we have discussed so far is paid. Uh, this is also a platform which people usually visit, that is a Google Scholar platform. So if again it gives you a visibility and discoverability, it has an unmatched coverage and citation discovery. So if you have this account, it also automatically gets updated. And if you publish some paper, automatically, if your profile is already there, automatically your Google Scholar account will be updated. But it also have an option of manually adding your research. So let's say if automatically it does not update, you can manually add that option as well. Where it get confused sometimes, let's say with your name, or with a person's name is XY and there is another person with the name XY, then in that case the Google Scholar may get confused. So in that case, you have to check uh, like continuously that the papers who are reflecting in your Google Scholar account should be belonging to you, and if they are not belonging to you, you have to remove them from your account. Okay, so that your citation will not get impacted. Additionally, if some paper is not showing, add them manually. It also have an option of adding them manually. So it's important to have Google Scholar as well. It's in zero cost and no fees is involved in this, and it is an open access to profile for global researcher visibility. So we should have this as well. And as I have indicated, it automatically gets updated. Now comes the Scopus account and the Web of Science. These are the accounts, and we don't have to create them. The moment we do our first publication, automatically they create a profile and give us an Scopus identity. Same happens with Web of Science. Till the time you don't have any publications in the ABDC A star, A, B, or C category, or in any journal registered with Web of Science or Scopus, your account will not be there. But the moment you publishes your very first paper, your account will be created, whether it's Scopus or Web of Science. Then you will be having these identity, and then you can actually go to your account and check what all things are there, right? So this is in brief about what all accounts which we can have as a researcher, and how strategically we can use the academic networking. We can start with ORCID, Google Scholar, ResearchGate, and we need not to maintain them, because remember, I'm talking that we need to have all these accounts, but most of them don't need a lot of maintenance. They automatically gets updated. The only thing which we need is to keep an eye. Okay, so the moment, let's say for example, you do some review or you publish some paper, ORCID will automatically, like the review, the journal's editor will automatically credit the credentials to your ORCID account. Automatically it will happen. We just have to keep an eye in ResearchGate, ORCID, Google Scholar, that whatever I'm doing, whether it's reflecting or not. Okay, and if the work does not belongs to you, let's say in case of Google Scholar, let's remove them. As an ethical scholar, it's a responsibility to keep an eye on all the accounts and remove them if the work is not belonging to us. Okay, and add the work if the work is not showing manually as well. So that's in brief about the accounts. Thank you so much. If you have any doubts, you can share in the comments and we may connect, and I would try to answer them via uh, the comments option. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.